Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of me calling random games. Tonight's random game again isn't so random as the Pirates take on the Cardinals in game two of this series. Of course, if you remember correctly, the Pirates, oh my goodness, my phone. The Pirates did win yesterday. 7-0, I believe, was the score. I can't recall off the top of my head. It was 7-0, I'm pretty sure. I guess I can always look it up. I'm probably going to cheat and look it up. But yeah, hopefully tonight's game is good. Just as good as yesterday's, well, at least for the Pirates. Yep, Pirates won 7-0 yesterday. I can't believe I already forgot that. So hopefully tonight is a good stream. Hopefully I can be somewhat entertaining for you guys as I call this one. So we'll see. Reynold, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Again, the Pirates winning, I believe, 4 in a row now. I mean, the sweep of the Mets, which I didn't get to refresh this MLB standings list. I don't know. Guess we'll see. There we go. Yeah, again, the Pirates. Actually, everyone's lost a game. Look at that. The Pirates are just on the come up. That's what it is. 36-50. Watch out, world. The Cardinals, they had swept Cleveland over the weekend. Of course, again, they fell to Pittsburgh yesterday. But leading the NL Central is, of course, the Cubs. They are still looking pretty good. The Phillies leading in the NL East 50-35 record. The West is, well, looks like it's going to be the Dodgers leading the way there, 53-32. In the AL East, the Yankees leading by a game and a half. I feel like the Rays have just come out of nowhere. AL Central just being dominated by the Tigers, and the Astros kind of pulling away there in the AL West. All right, of course, your starting pitcher tonight is the one and only Paul Skenes. Paul Skenes with a 4-7 record, 2.12 ERA, a whip of a .91. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe they can get him a win. We'll see. Of course, the Cardinals, as we're still kind of waiting for this one to, they're still kind of warming up here. So give me a second. I'm going to check something here. I know, I got to zoom in. Just give me a sec. I know, it's disgusting. You can zoom in on my terrible, terrible, terrible face. That is, I'm going to pause that. I forgot to add one thing to the algorithm. That might help me out a little bit. Yeah, I gotta help myself out as much as I can. All right, Brendan Donovan's going to be leading off. All right, we'll get off my face. I wouldn't want to see it either. Again, we're just still in the pregame warm-up. Bruh, I know, it's terrible coffee. I know, I do apologize. That was pretty terrible. Brendan Donovan. Again, I just discovered that those stats are right there. I don't want to play that. Get off, get off. Look at that. All right. He is batting .295, OPS of .790, 6 home runs, and 31 RBIs. Apparently, coffee is number one at something. I don't know what. It's your number one. Well, thank you. You are number one. Again, Paul Skenes, if you just missed, a 2.12 ERA record of a 4-7 record. Pirates just refused to hit off this guy. We are just a few moments away as we're still in the warm-up. I guess they're running a little bit behind in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I don't really understand what all this super chat stuff is, but, it is what it is. I don't know. So, I guess enjoy it. I don't really know what it means. Just unlocked it, apparently. Again, thank you guys for being awesome. I promise, we're still in the warm-up. You'll see if there's a pitch there. If you'll know, I'd probably be about 10 seconds behind the pitch. But again, Pirates, Cardinals in today's game. Pirates, of course, winning 7-0 last night. After a little bit of a rain delay, they looked pretty good. Think you're a top fan? I think you're a top fan, too, I would say. Top chatters getting recognized. Yeah, I would assume so. As Skenes faces Donovan, here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for strike one. got a little bit of a call here as we are underway in Pittsburgh. He'll get overthrown probably. Maybe not. I don't know. 0-1 count. Yeah, I do apologize. I'm supposed to show you the stats there. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside. Ball one. 88 mile per hour. Probably like a splitter or something, or a Vulking changeup. Not too sure on which pitch it is. 1-1 count here for Donovan. Here's the pitch. That is also outside. Off-speed pitch. Ball two. So 2-1 count. So we're just now getting underway as Skenes delivers the 2-1. That's going to be fouled off. Ooh, I think it fouled off the catcher, Davis. Davis took a shot there trying to hold the umpire like, hey, no, I'm good. Because as you've probably seen this year, you know, if the catcher gets hit on a foul ball, the umpire will walk out halfway to give the catcher a little bit of time to compose himself. I think that's neat, as here is the 2-2. I believe that's popped up. I don't know if it's going to stay in play. It will not. That takes a huge bounce and becomes a souvenir. So once again, 2-2 is the count. Again, the Cardinals weren't able to score a run at all. In fact, they didn't get a hit for, what 6 innings yesterday. As Skenes delivers the 2-2. That's going to be fouled back 100 miles per hour on that pitch. Once again, 2-2 as Donovan's kind of battling here. As Skenes delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the 100 mile per hour pitch. So Donovan goes down, as that's going to bring up Mason Wynn. Mason Wynn. He is batting .263, OPS of .719, 7 home runs, and 30 RBIs on the year. As Skenes delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is off the wall. Pham fields it, throws it into second. Kind of just yanked that one to left. Gave that a nice little jolt as the Cardinals get a runner on here with 1 out. In scoring position as well. And that's going to bring up Alec Burleson. Burleson batting .294, OPS of .791, 10 home runs, and 37 RBIs on the year. As Skenes looks back and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball foul. 0-1 count here to Mason Wynn on second. They're showing Mason Wynn the graphic. 0-1 count to Burleson. 1 out. A runner on second. Skenes sets and delivers. Ground ball to third. Hayes throws to first for out number 2, but the runner will advance, as Hayes actually was kind of shaded more towards the shortstop area. So that's why he wasn't able to step on the bag and keep him over there, or just, you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't, then I did a terrible job. That's going to bring up Wilson Contreras. He is batting .249, OPS of .761, 11 home runs, and 51 RBIs. Runner on third with 2 outs in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 99 mile per hour fastball in there for strike 1. Right there on the knees, the bee's knees. Okay, maybe not. 0-1. Skenes sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. And Reynolds makes the catch for out number 3. So he's able to strand Wynn, who again kind of just yanked that first pitch. Nothing doing since as we head to the bottom of the first. Your score, Pirates 0, Cardinals 0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. I think I posted that earlier. Definitely, every like and subscriber helps out the channel a lot. And again, thank you very much for even just watching. I know there's definitely other options out there tonight going up against one of the kings of YouTube tonight. So we'll see how I do. I'll probably get killed in the ratings, but it is what it is. In the other game going on right now, the Twins and the Marlins, they are tied 0 apiece, 0-0. And that is pretty much it. Starting pitcher for the Cardinals tonight is Andre Pallante. Pallante with a 5-4 record, 4.43 ERA, a whip of a 1.35, 60 strikeouts in 87 innings pitched. As you can see, his ERA for his career is a 3.93, so he's about an average pitcher. Just became a starter last year, so he's doing okay. Maybe a little bit below average, but 4.43, you could definitely do worse. Lineup for the Pirates is going to be Horwitz again, leading off again. He had that leadoff home run last night. McCutchen, Reynolds, Gonzalez, Cruz, Hayes, Pham, Davis, and batting ninth, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. I don't know why I sounded out his full name, but I guess I just did. Of course, as I said, leading off is going to be Spencer Horwitz. He's batting .258, OPS of .707, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. As we're just, again, making our way back to Pittsburgh. I just also discovered last night I have a speech impediment, apparently, because I can't speak. I stumble on my words. I don't know. I apologize for that. Also, should be noted that Pallante, opponent batting average is .260. As he delivers right down the middle, strike one, 95 on the gun. Again, Horwitz at the plate. Did homer in yesterday's game, leading off the bottom of the first. As here is the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball one. What's the best thing about stadium food? Because it's at the stadium. That's really it. Food is probably average at best, but you just get the experience. That's my take anyway. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be upstairs, ball two. Thank you for the question, Coffee Beans. 2-1 count to Horwitz. As Pallante delivers, that's going to be chopped to second. Throws to first for out number one. Down goes Horwitz. And that will bring up Andrew McCutchen, batting .267, OPS of .754, 8 home runs, and 31 RBIs. Pallante just now stepping back on the mound. I don't understand what was going on there, but we're back as Pallante delivers. That is low for ball one. 1-0 count to McCutchen. As Pallante delivers the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. McCutchen didn't like it. May have just been a hair up there, but the replay, it shows it actually caught a little bit of the zone. McCutchen, though, usually has a good eye, so I can see why. Here's the 1-1. That's low for ball two. He definitely knows where the strike zone is. Two and one count to McCutchen. As Pallante delivers the 2-1. That's upstairs for ball three. Three and one count, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Pallante delivers the 3-1. McCutchen sends this foul. Count is full here in Pittsburgh. Again, 0-0 is your score. Of course, we're just now starting this one. As Pallante delivers the 3-2. That's going to be a walk as he bat flips the walk I love it, honestly. It's pretty funny. So McCutchen heads on down to first, and that'll bring up, Ryan Reynolds. Brian Reynolds, the baseball player, batting .242, OPS of .708, 10 home runs, and 45 RBIs. Definitely heating up as of late. OPS in the last 7 games over 1,000 for you stats guys. As here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 count again. Runner on first, 1 out. Palante sets and delivers. That's going to be inside for ball 1. 95 on the gun. How's it going? It's going good, Draven. Apparently you're number 2. Again, I don't really know what all that means. It just popped up on the screen today. So that's cool. Here's the 1-1. Chopper. Very high chopper. Palante unable to do anything with it other than throw to first. Palante honestly made a really good play there. McCutchen moves to second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez batting .298, OPS of .822, 3 home runs, and 11 RBIs. I don't know if you see what I'm talking about, Draven. You're confused. Maybe you don't. Well, then maybe I'm going crazy, as here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 1. 96 on the gun. One-0 count. Palante looking back at second as he delivers. That's also inside for ball 2. 94 on the gun. You have an XP? I guess. I don't know if I have an XP system. I mean, it's cool. I don't know what it means. 2-0 count. As Palante delivers. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did, according to the first base umpire. Breaking ball just below the knees. Gonzalez recognized it a little late. Yeah, he definitely went. Yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed. 2-1 count as Palante delivers. That's outside, ball 3. Breaking ball outside. 3-1, kind of being a little conservative on these, last few batters here for Palante. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Wynn throws to first, gets him by half a step as he was hustling down that line for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Pirates, so we head to the top of the second, where the score is still 0-0. And once again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Really do appreciate you for tuning in. Every like and subscriber, helps out this channel a lot. So I really do appreciate it. Been doing baseball for a while. If this is your first time tuning in, I do have the proof. I can scroll and scroll and scroll. And I'll tell you, I've been doing this since opening day. If you're a Pirates fan, you'll probably remember those Marlins games. Yeah, no, look at that. I did a few of those, and that was fun. Of course, NFL will be due up soon, so hopefully, again, if you're a football fan already on the fence, maybe that pushes you over and you hit that subscribe button. Again, every subscriber and like helps me out a lot. Again, thank you very much. Here are your scores from the other games. Not really much happening, actually. It's just the Marlins and the Twins happening, other than, of course, the Pirates game. 0-0 is your score in that one. Eagles have landing spot for TJ Watt. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of open to the idea, but we need a haul. That's all I'm going to say on that. Definitely open to it, but we need some first. So definitely need to offer some first there for TJ. Thank you, of course, Seth, for stopping by. Whenever we do return to action, it'll be Nolan Gorman. I don't know why these ads just love to get out of the way, ad. Batting .220, OPS of .714, 7 home runs, and 25 RBIs. Whenever we do return to action. And we are returning to action now in Pittsburgh, where it is 0-0. Of course, the Pirates won 7-0 yesterday. Cardinals looking to make sure that doesn't happen. Of course, Paul Skenes is on the mound. So he'll do what he can to keep the Cardinals off the board. Just again, can the Pirates keep up this amazing offense? As here's the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball in there for strike one. 0-1 count. As Skenes delivers, that's going to be fouled back. So 0-2, very quickly 0-2. 14 pitches so far for Skenes in this one. I do have a poll up in the comments. Feel free to check it out. Who's winning Game 2 of the series? Pirates, 83% of you guys think the Pirates will win. Cardinals, 17%, as that's going to be fouled off the catcher, Davis. Davis taking a beating here. He took a foul ball in the first. Now here in the second. 0-2. Skenes delivers upstairs. Ball 1, 99 on the gun. 1-2 count as Skenes winds up and fires. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ball 2. So once, well, 2-2. 2-2 is the count. As Skenes delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Gorman. And that'll bring up Jose Fermin. He only has 3 at-bats on the year, but he's hit every single time. He's batting 1,000. OPS of 2,000. Man. Let's go, Bucks. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Thank you, of course, for stopping by, Denny. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, a fantastic name, if I do say so myself. 0-1 count as Skenes delivers inside. Ball 1. A little bit of acting there. Not really even close to him, but he's acting like it was close. 1-1 count. Nobody on here in the top of the second. 1 out. As Skenes delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That ball was in the dirt. A breaking ball. 1-2 count, as I believe Fermin asks for time. That's why there's not much happening here. As Skenes winds up and pitches. Ground ball to third. Hayes throws to first. Gets him by a couple of steps. For the first time this year, Fermin does not get on base. That'll bring up Lars Nootbaar. He did not play in yesterday's game, batting .227, OPS of .715, 11 home runs, and 35 RBIs on the year. Nootbaar apparently is 0 for 7 against Skenes in his career. That's going to be outside. Ball 1. Fastball, 98 on the gun. Nootbaar, though, with a little bit of pop, 11 home runs on the year. As Skenes delivers the 1-0. Breaking ball way outside. Ball 2. Mets game got postponed in Phillies. Really? Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, wow. A bunch of them. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be hit foul. Well, thank you for that news. I didn't even know about that, Seth. Thank you. 2-1 count. Skenes delivers the 2-1. That's once again fouled off. Yes, Seth is my, I guess, my Phillies reporter there, so thank you for that breaking news there. I didn't even know about it. I should have checked. That's on me. That's laziness. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the second. 0-0 is your score as Skenes delivers just low. Ball 3. Missed by a few inches. 3-2 count to Nootbaar as Skenes delivers the 3-2. Oh, it's ball 4, 101, misses. That was more like at the shin, so he walks Nootbaar, who keeps this inning alive. Skenes definitely not happy, slamming down the rosin, as that'll bring up Pedro Pajes. He's batting .217, OPS of .625, 6 home runs, and 24 RBIs on the season. Skenes checks on Nootbaar, as here's the pitch, breaking ball, that's going to be fouled back. If you were here yesterday, you'll remember that Pedro Pajes had a little bit of, well, he's pretty upset with himself and, of course, the umpire yesterday, slamming, the baseball helmet, or, his helmet into the dugout, and the umpire was yelling at him and Marmol, the Cardinals manager. As Skenes delivers the 0-1, that's going to be in there for a called strike. 99 on the outside corner. 0-2 count. Runner on first, 2 outs. Go Stros! Hey, thank you for stopping by, man. Yeah, well, hopefully so, as that's going to be fouled back. If you guys are an Astros fan, or hey, just a baseball fan in general, definitely check out Go Stros. He does some baseball over there. Of course, it's Astros. So if you're a Cardinals fan, I don't know if you guys have played the Astros yet, but hey, he's got you covered. He does every Astros game pretty much from what I see. So again, thank you very much, Go Stros, as that's going to be outside for ball 1. 1-2 count here to Pajes. Skenes looking over at the runner as he delivers. Oh, called strike 3 on the knees, and Pajes again. Now he's turning again to the umpire. He did this yesterday, and again, he got in trouble yesterday. Didn't get tossed or anything, but he definitely seems to be a mouthy guy, maybe. I'm not too sure. Cardinals fans, feel free to let me know if I'm just wrong, or just maybe I'm a hater. I don't know. Again, that's just what I've seen so far. Again, if you like what you see, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Just woke up just after 8. Yeah, no, he lives in Japan. That's really cool. That is really cool. But yeah, again, thank you. You'll be at 300. I hope so. We're tracking. Again, thank you very much for, everyone, not just you, Ghost Rose, but everyone here just for even watching. It definitely helps me out a lot. Hopefully you like it and subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. Of course, I've been doing, I'm doing baseball. I've been doing baseball, of course, since opening day, but if you're a football fan as well, hopefully that is enough to push you over the edge to hit that subscribe button. I already got some football streams lined up. So, of course, again, there's my line of work. It is mostly Pirates. Of course, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. The Pirates are 14-16 whenever I call a game for them, so almost 500. The Cardinals are, they are 5-2. 5-2 whenever I call a game for the Cardinals. But, yeah, again, hopefully you like what you see or hear. More likely here. I mean, I don't know if you like what you see here. I wouldn't myself. Whenever we do return to action, Cruz is batting .212, OPS of .746, 15 home runs, and 35 RBIs on the year. 27 stolen bases as well. Pardon me here. Has only been caught 3 times. as we're just now returning to Pittsburgh coverage. Again, 0-0 is your score in Pittsburgh. Pirates winning yesterday 7-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. A breaking ball there. 75-mile-per-hour breaking ball. So 0-1 count to Cruz. As Palante delivers. Breaking ball this time in the dirt. Ball 1. Again, I do have a poll up in the comments. Who do you think's winning Game 2 of the series? 90% of you think the Pirates are going to win today. Keeping up the good momentum as here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 10% of you voted for the Cardinals. Again, the Pirates are playing very well. So I'm definitely, I guess, not too surprised with that. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to first. Cruz hustled for a little bit there. You got to give him some credit. We're making progress as that's going to be out number 1. Of course, there was no way he was going to run that out. That's going to bring up Brian Hayes. He's batting .246, OPS of 601, 2 home runs and 29 RBIs on the year. Palante at 22 pitches. As he delivers here to Hayes, that's going to be in the dirt. In fact, that hit the plate. Ball 1. 1-0 count. As Palante delivers the 1-0, that's going to be popped up. Shallow center. Scott calling it off and makes the catch for out number 2. So down goes Hayes, and that'll bring up Tommy Pham. So far, it's been a pretty quick game. Batting .230, OPS of 601, 2 home runs and 20 RBIs on the season. Pirates should win this game. Well, I mean, I don't know if they should, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. We'll see. These are the Pirates. We've already won 4 in a row. We're already kind of pushing our luck here. that's kind of how I see it. 0-1 count as Palante delivers. That's going to be a tapper. Oh, just right in front of the catcher. Throws to first for out number 3. That is unfortunate for Pham there. As we head to the top of the third, the score is 0-0. Your A's been hot for a minute. Really, I have to check them out. Let's see what we got here. A's. Oh, okay. This guy. My bad. I thought you were being serious there. 4-6 in their last 10. That is on fire. Hey, for the Pirates, that's the standard there. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Hopefully you like what you see or like what you hear. That's probably more of the accurate thing there. You definitely hit that subscribe button. Looking at some stuff that's happened, of course, Seth here. I don't know if Seth's still with us here. But he let me know that there's some games postponed, so sorry about that, fellas. That's unfortunate. But the Blue Jays defeated the Yankees earlier today, 12-5. Marlins up on the Twins, 1-0. In the other game, let's see here, A's and Rays, that's 0 apiece. And then the Reds and the Red Sox at 0 apiece there. Astros, I don't know if Ghost Stroh's still here, but he'll most likely be covering at 8:40 Eastern there, Houston and Colorado. A's did shut out the Yanks. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that. Again, we're during commercial breaks, so that's kind of why I'm yapping. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Of course, I'm doing football later, very soon actually. This month is the Hall of Fame game, so I'll be doing some preseason as well, mixed in, of course, with some baseball. And, of course, once the NFL starts on Saturdays and Sundays, it'll just be football there. And, of course, Monday through Friday will be still baseball. All right, we're working our way back to Pittsburgh. So, again, if that sounds good to you, definitely like and subscribe. Victor Scott at the plate, batting .245, OPS of .669, 4 home runs, and 28 RBIs. As here's the pitch, that's going to be foul. Breaking ball there, just got in front of that one. 0-1 count for the center fielder. As Skenes delivers the 0-1, that's going to be once again fouled back. 0-2 count. Just letting you guys know, I do plan on doing Cardinals Pirates tomorrow as well. So hopefully I'll see you there if you're able to watch it. Of course, I know it's in the middle of the day. As here's the 0-2. That'll be outside ball 1. What's the X? I have no idea. It just kind of popped off RFK. Just kind of popped up. No idea. So there you go. XP leaderboard. Yeah, look at that. I'm just moving up. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs for ball 2. 2-2 count to Scott. JD9. Yeah, I know. I saw. Got some serious competition today. Hey, if you're bouncing back and forth, tell him I said hi. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped to first. Oh, it's going to be a close play, and he is safe. Oh, that was a heck of a hustle there by Scott. A light tapper to Horwitz, and it was kind of an awkward angle there. Was Skenes going to cover the bag? Wasn't too sure. Horwitz was able to get to it, but unable to beat Scott to the bag. As we're going to look at that replay. Oh, that is so close. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I think Scott, again, you got to credit Scott. Scott is a speedy center fielder, able to beat out that. As that's going to bring up Brendan Donovan. Donovan batting .294, OPS of .787, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs. That's going to be foul. So 0-1 counts. Nobody out. Runner on first here for the Cardinals. Cardinals, again, they didn't score a single run yesterday. So any run would be much better than yesterday's game. For them, at least. 0-1 count. As Skenes delivers, that's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 count here for Donovan. Scott is, again, he's a speedster, so he will definitely be annoying over there for Skenes. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be sliced foul. Skenes making the big money. Must be nice. I don't know if he actually is. I mean, I guess he's on this rookie contract. I know he will be. His first contract, or, that free agency contract will be huge. As here is the 1-2 from Skenes. That's going to be hit left and foul. So once again, 1-2 to Donovan. Again, runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the third. As Skenes sets. And delivers. That's inside. Almost hit him. Ball 2. I think he wouldn't have minded if he got hit there. Again, the Cardinals, just trying to get on the scoreboard. Doctor, can you imagine someone committing food stamps fraud in a small town in the middle of nowhere? I could easily imagine that, as that's going to be a pickoff attempt. That's going to wait, why? Where that came out of nowhere? Pickoff attempt. Scott is, of course, back. I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about what Draven just said in the chat. 2-2 count. Skenes fires. That's upstairs. Ball 3. Next contract will be, yes, it will be huge. Especially, if he maintains this. And I think he'll probably still get better and better. He's still pretty young. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Reynolds throws it in. Scott is jogging to third. So look at that for the Cardinals. Runners on the corners with still nobody out. Here in the top of the third. Again, Donovan battling and battling and battling. Just like that, again, the Cardinals with a runner in scoring position and on first with nobody out. As that's going to bring up Mason Wynn. He doubled in the first inning, batting .266, OPS of .727, 7 home runs and 30 RBIs. As Skenes looks over at first and sets and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. I had to talk to some sheriff deputy. Oh, really? Oh, geez. Well, that is tough. That is unfortunate. Who's pitching today? Paul Skenes. You did chime in at the wrong time. Sorry, Trisk. You're bad luck, I guess. That's okay. You can stay. It's fine. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit just foul. Ooh. Would have easily scored Scott and probably would have put Donovan at third. It is Skenes, yes. 0-2 count here to win. Strikeout would be huge. As Skenes sets and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that is going out of play. No way Nutting pays for his next contract. It'll be as much as he plays the rest of the team. Yeah, no, I mean, I was just saying, like, his free agent, like, he declares free agency. There's no way. I mean, I think we'll be able to, well, of course, keep him for the arbitration, though I think that's even going to be pretty pricey for Nutting. I don't know. It's going to be sad. 0-2 count. Skenes delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That was huge for Skenes and the Pirates. Of course, again, the Cardinals are indeed threatening. Again, runners on the corners now, though, with one out. And that'll bring up Alec Burleson. He's batting .292, OPS of .788, 10 home runs and 37 RBIs. Keep the streak going. Pirates will never lose another. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Sure thing. If only, I guess. But, I mean, we know that's not happening. As Skenes looks over at first and delivers. That's going to be hit right to IKF. Oh, they caught him. He's out of double play. Donovan was on the move. And IKF with a heads-up throw to first to get the double play. What a play by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Donovan not able to get back. Oh, that's going to be close, actually. Oof. Ooh. I don't know. Anyway, as of now, we're heading to the bottom of the third. It is 0-0. What a play. What is up with the crowns? I don't know. It just popped up out of nowhere. Never seen this Chat XP. Yeah, it is kind of neat. I just have no idea what it is. Good evening. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Wish we can keep him here, but that wallet stuff, I know. It's so unfortunate, man. In an alternate universe, we have, Garrett Cole still and, all these guys. But unfortunately, it's not the way it's meant to be. Again, if you like what you see, folks, Cardinals and Pirates fans, definitely like and subscribe. Cardinals fans, I've actually done you guys quite a bit compared to other teams. This is your 8th game of the year where you guys are 5-2 when I call your games. Pirates fans, you guys will be relieved to know you guys are just 2 games below 500 when I call your games. Our games. Not your games. Our games. Our games. Don't know why I said that. My bad. Now I seem like a poser. 14-16. If I was a poser, I would not be calling Pirates games. I'm just saying. But I love the Pirates. And we'll, of course, be calling another game tomorrow for, of course, my Pirates. I promise. Now, I feel like now I have to over-exaggerate. My bad. But, yeah, I'll be doing another game tomorrow. Pirates, Cardinals, of course, the final game of the series. Hopefully, it's the Pirates going for the sweep. But at worst, it's, winner gets the series. So it's still pretty exciting. Of course, after tonight's game, not saying you have to go to that stream, but I'll be covering Giants Diamondbacks. So 2 games tonight. So we'll see how it goes. Defense giving some help to Skenes, or is it Skenes giving the outfield a chance? Well, hey, I don't know. The defense isn't playing too bad. You got your 1940s Pirates at nice. I'll have to look at that logo. I will do that though in the half inning again. It is 0-0 here in Pittsburgh. As Henry Davis is coming to the plate, he's batting .207, OPS of .624. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, strike one. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. And again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. It really helps me out. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped to third. Throws to first for out number 1. Gets Davis by a step. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter who made a fantastic play last inning, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, batting .276, OPS of .665, 1 home run, and 20 RBIs. The crown counter resets reach stream. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. As Palante delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. It's the Pirates logo with the stenciled out bust of the Pirate. I'm going to have to look at it. I mean, I will check it out. There's a website. I can kind of tell you guys more about that. I get, again, all my logos from this website. It's really cool. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be chopped to third yet again. Throws to first for out number 2. So very quickly here, 2 outs for the Pirates. As that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. Currently batting .256, OPS of .702. 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. A little bit of a delay here as I believe Horwitz asked for time before stepping into the box. As Palante delivers, that's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Just the logo, modern, Nara fitted off-white cap. Okay, I gotcha. I don't know, they're not showing the game right now. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Quick question to Super Chat on mobile. Do you have to open YouTube through a web browser, or can you do it straight to the app? I have no idea. I'm sorry, Draven. I have no idea. I'm new to this stuff. I don't know why it's even there. I didn't even qualify for it, but I have it. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a check swing, but it didn't matter. That's going to be on the outside corner. Strike 2. So 1-2 count here to Horwitz. As Palante delivers the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. Two and 2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 0-0 is your score. 2-out rally, I don't know, we'll see. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out in the dirt. So nothing doing for the Pirates as we head to the top of the 4th, and this game's moving along pretty quickly. It is 0-0. Yeah, again, I have no idea. Bottom of the pile. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out. Really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe, of course, for more sports live streams. I'll be doing plenty of them. Been doing it a lot pretty much since February, or I guess late February, early March. That's why I'm kind of new here and, just a unknown. But hopefully, again, you like what you hear, like what you see, and definitely hit that subscribe button. Is that what you're talking about? That's pretty neat. Again, looking like these old Pirates cap logos. Okay, here are the hats. You said 1940s. Off-white cap. I don't know. I don't know if I see an off-white. I mean, there's those. Huh. It's interesting. I don't know. I have no idea. I know that's a... I'm going to highlight highlight here is kind of classic, but then I know that as the like the 80s and 90s logo. Or no, maybe I'm misremembering. I have no idea. Oh yeah, that one right there. I don't know. 34 to 47. Okay, yeah. I got you. That's pretty neat. If you're just looking for the website, sportslogos.net has all the logos, or at least most of them. It's really neat. That's where I get all my logos for the thumbnails. So there's that, helping you guys out if you just want to look at old-time logos. It's pretty cool. Of course, it has all the sports on there too, NFL, college, just everything. All right, Contreras is going to be at the plate. He's batting .248, OPS of .759, 11 home runs, and 51 RBIs. What up, Dr. DeLay? Stopping in to smash the like button. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Thank you, Michael, very much. I appreciate you. I remember the cat, and I remember the name. I just don't remember where I first saw you, though. But to be honest, I pretty much have forgotten most of the streams that I remember people from, as that's going to be low for ball one. I just remember... I'll remember a name. I just won't remember where it was from. But thank you, of course, for that like button smash or gently pressing. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be upstairs, ball two, 100 mile per hour there on that fastball. 1922 or 1947, every time I see those, it's always close to the Phillies. Yeah, it is kind of the blue and red, or even the P. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be on the outside corner, strike two. Pirates are on fire currently, though. It's just been a pitcher's duel between Skenes and Palante. Skenes actually had a little bit of trouble in the last inning. 2-2 count as Skenes delivers. That's going to be fouled back. So once again, 2-2. 2-2 count. Skenes delivers. Oh, and it hits him on the hand. Oh, he tried to pull back. Skenes just shaking his left hand. Skenes can't believe it. Oh. Good thing he has some padding on his left glove there. Oh, that is brutal. It's from a JJ. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, JJ. I guess he's not calling a game because the postponement there. A little bit of an injury delay. Again, Contreras just got hit on the left hand, 100 mile per hour. That is brutal. And for pitching, yeah. Skenes hit him. Yeah, Skenes hit the batter. Another Draven. Oh, Draven, you just changed your name. Okay. Draven 87 here. What school do I do? I would go Delaware, man. Again, a little bit of an injury delay here. And we're actually showing what happened to him earlier in the season. Guy swung a bat, and he hit Contreras in the left arm. Oh, and that's why he has the glove. So Contreras is no stranger to getting hit in the left arm, though. That was with a bat. Oh, man. This would be a huge blow for the Cardinals if he had to exit. Pirates are burning, not on fire. This guy. Fresno State? Yeah, maybe. I know you'll definitely pick Fresno State, Joseph. So, again, an injury delay, so bear with me here. Contreras was hit, and his hand, oh, yeah, it's literally shaking. It's literally just like he's keeping it there, and it's, like, moving. Wow. Doctor, you don't like the change? No, it's good change. It just caught me off guard. I wouldn't have known it was you if I didn't see the crown. So an injury delay here. I guess I'll just do the moral thing and promote my channel during an injury, I guess. If you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Been doing baseball games since opening day. This is my, I don't know, I think it's 68th game. Or it might be 67th. I don't remember. So I don't know if that's it might be the 69th. I just don't recall. Again, I see I got a subscriber again. Thank you very much. That is very awesome. Of course, I am doing football games, and how that's going to work is I'm going to be doing every Steelers game, but relax. That's not going to be the only NFL team or NFL game I do. You guys will actually be voting on the other game, which I'll put that poll earlier in the week. So week 1, again, doing Steelers, Jets, and then in the afternoon, Tennessee, Denver, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. I don't know what I'm calling. You guys will be making that call. Same thing for college. You guys will be voting on games for that one as well. I'll pick a game, which most of the time it'll be the Pitt Panthers if I'm able to get it. And, of course, you guys will be voting on another game as well. So hopefully that sounds good to you, and you hit that like and subscribe button. As we're working our way back, because that pitch is going to be low for ball 1. Again, Gorman batting .219, OPS of .710, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs, 1-0 count, runner on first. Crosby, yes. 1-0 count as Skenes delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. Did you see the basketball team got caught gambling against themselves? That's actually crazy. That is actually insane. Oh, my gosh. 2-0 count here to Gorman as Skenes delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Really is that they were bad already, but it kind of makes even more sense if they were betting unders. Yeah, that is actually, that's terrible. 2-1 count here for Gorman. Runner on first, nobody out. As Skenes delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 99 on the gun. Showing that swing and a miss from multiple different angles. They hadn't done that all night, but I guess they really wanted to show off that swing and a miss there for Gorman. Gorman was shown a lot here just now. 2-2 count. Skenes sets, looks over at first. And delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Reynolds secures it and throws into second with a single there for Gorman. So runners on first and second. This is back-to-back innings that Skenes has got himself into a little bit of trouble. As that'll bring up Jose Fermin. He is batting, he's batting .750, OPS of 1,500. Of course, he was 3 for 3 entering this game on the season. Longest yard shaving points. Yeah, that is crazy. As Davis is going to have a little chat with Skenes here. And looks like Davis will head back behind home plate again. Jose Fermin at the plate. Runners on first and second with nobody out here in the top of the 4th, where the score is 0-0. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. As Skenes sets and delivers. Oh, the bunt is down. Oh, but he pops it up, and it's caught by Skenes for out number 1. Skenes beating Horwitz there. Horwitz was coming on in. So that is a huge missed opportunity for the Cardinals. As now a double play will do it. As that'll bring up Lars Nootbaar, batting .227, OPS of .717, 11 home runs, and 35 RBIs. All right, Skenes sets, looks back at Contreras, and delivers. That is outside, ball 1. 99 on the gun. Ever mod any games? I don't know how to mod. I am not tech savvy. I am the worst. I know nothing with technology. I just play games, and yeah, here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Like all this stuff here, my wife, she takes the full credit. But no, I'm not tech savvy. I know nothing. 1-1 count as Skenes looks back at second and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. One and two count to Nootbaar. Runners on first and second, one out. As Skenes sets and delivers. That is low for ball two. Not either, but it's been kind of made easy nowadays. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have interest in it, I guess. I don't know. Would be neat, though, I guess. As here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. Mod organization, softwares and programs and stuff. YouTube's make it easy for newbies. Yeah. I don't know. I would just, if I were to mod anything, it'd be like a sports game and do like the OG stuff, like for the old Maddens. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball three. Like I try to make like the new Maddens kind of look like the old Madden, all that stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense. Count is full for Nootbaar. Runners on first and second. Skenes again missing wildly there. He just does that every now and then. He'll just miss wildly. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be chopped foul. I don't know if he's just not wrapping around enough. I don't know. But it'll happen every now and then for some fastballs. Three and two count to Nootbaar. Skenes sets. Looks back at Contreras. And delivers. Nootbaar sends this to right. Reynolds on the run and makes the catch for out number two as he quickly throws it in, and Contreras is going to have to stay put at second. All right, 2 outs here. Again, runners on first and second. That'll bring up Pedro Pages. He's batting .216, OPS of .622, 6 home runs and 24 RBIs. Nootbaar, I think, isn't he from Japan? I mean, I know he plays for Team Japan. I'll quickly go back here. Nice, from El Segundo, California. Okay, never mind. All right, Skenes sets. And he's going to step off. Contreras, I don't know if he's just keeping an eye on Contreras. Be interesting since, again, Pages has already shown his frustrations multiple times. As here's the pitch, that's going to be fouled off. If he doesn't get a hit here, and I kind of look forward to seeing his reaction, personally. Just hopefully that happens. I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But 0-1 count. Now Skenes sets. And delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. He didn't like the call, but it was right on the, upper echelon of that strike zone. I don't know if I used the right wording there or not. 0-2. Pages asking for time. We're back. Skenes sets. And delivers. Chopped right off his foot. So we'll do this again at 0-2. 73 pitches for Skenes. Skenes has had to work a lot in this one. I don't know if he goes into the sixth. If he does, it wouldn't be long. Again, runners on the corner, first and second. 2 outs. Skenes sets. Looks back at second. And delivers. That's going to be high and in. Almost hit him. Ball 1. Skenes sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Pham throwing home, and he is out at the plate. What a throw by Pham, right on the money. Oh, my goodness. Skenes let it go, and it turns out to be a great decision. Pham just throwing it, a one-hopper. Contreras was out by about a second. So we head to the bottom of the fourth. Your score 0-0. Look at that. Tommy Pham. You can see there the little wording there. What a fantastic play by Tommy Pham to keep this at 0-0. Never thought you'd hear me say those words. Now, did ya? Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Every like and subscriber helps me out a lot. Again, I do thank you guys for even just for watching. That is just awesome. So hopefully I do a good enough job for you to like and subscribe and maybe see me in a few other videos. Of course, again, you don't have to watch every single stream. I'm not going to expect that. Just, hey, got nothing going on? What's happening? What's Delay doing, And, of course, I'll be doing plenty of football. So in the fall season, you're not able to watch a Steelers game or whatnot or a Pitt Panthers game. I got you covered. Of course, again, there's going to be many more NFL games that I will be doing. You guys will actually have a lot of say in what I do. So after that Steelers game in week 1, you guys will be voting on that afternoon game. Will it be the Titans and the Broncos? Cam Ward's first ever start, taking on the upstart Broncos. Can Bo Nix and Sean Payton keep that going out there in Denver? Will the 49ers bounce back as they play Sam Darnold's new team, the Seahawks? Will the Lions, will they be able to, suffer after they suffered that first round exit or second, the first game they played wasn't first round, it was first round bye. They host the Packers, so I think they're going to be very good this year. I think the Packers are a team to beat. The Texans and the Rams, both teams aren't in the top of their conferences, but right there, knocking on the door. A lot of great games. You guys will be able to vote on which one I cover. I don't think you guys would make a wrong choice any one of those games. I'm looking forward to either one. So hopefully that sounds good to you, and you definitely like and subscribe. Who's your favorite sports broadcaster? Did you ever hear of Bob? I have not heard of Bob Prince. Favorite sports broadcaster, I would say, is actually Ian Eagle. He is the CBS number 2 play-by-play guy. You probably know who he is. I'm more of a football guy, so if it's for baseball, I would say John Miller. I really like John Miller, and I do like Greg Brown. I know for some reason, he's 50-50. People like him or don't. I don't know, but I like Greg Brown, but I would pick John Miller though, just above him. As let's see, just was Pham was more consistent at the plate. His D has been it's actually not too bad. Pham is playing a little bit better as of late. As we're working our way back to Pittsburgh, where Andrew McCutchen is going to be at the plate, batting .267, OPS .757. As Palante delivers, that is going to be low for strike 1. 8 home runs and 31 RBIs. 0-1 count for McCutchen as Palante delivers. That's going to be chopped foul, so very quickly 0-2. Again, thank you for the question, Alan. I do appreciate that. Feel free to, and if anyone else wants to ask questions, that is perfectly fine. It's a chat. You guys talk about whatever you'd like, whatever's on your mind. Within reason, I do ask if that is possible. 0-2. Palante delivers, and that's going to be fouled back. Little update on the poll. Who's winning Game 2 of the series? 71% of you guys think the Pirates will win. Then 29% think the Cardinals. So either Cardinals fans don't make up a lot of you guys, or the Pirates realists. Pirates fans realists. Again, the Pirates are playing well as of late. As here's the 0-2, and that's going to be fouled back. But unfortunately for the Pirates fans, it looks like it's another typical Pirates Paul Skenes game, as he has kept them off the board, albeit a lot of good defense. But they can't score, as here's the 0-2, and that's going to be once again fouled back. (0-2) to McCutchen. Palante delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Nootbaar couldn't quite make it there in time. So McCutchen with the leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth. And that will bring up Brian Reynolds, batting .241, OPS of .707 on the season, 10 home runs and 45 RBIs. Somebody needs to score, though. Yeah, no, I agree. Looks like McCutcheon moved into place number 183 on the all-time hits list. Look at that, passing Darrell Evans. He has 22-24, as that's going to be low for ball one. And the whole crowd booed that call, and yeah, rightfully so. That one wasn't really close, but it's 0-1 to Reynolds. As Palante sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike two. Reynolds is 0 for 1 in this one, grounded out in the first. As Reynolds will ask for time again. Runner on first here in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody out. 0-0 is your score. A long top of the fourth. Really, it was looking like it was going to be a fast-moving game. And Palante gets a little bit of a warning as he wasn't making eye contact with Reynolds. Oh, 0-2 count as Palante sets. And delivers. That's outside for ball one. Bob Prince, the greatest Pirate broadcaster ever. Okay, I'll have to look at him. I'll look him up. I like good broadcasters, so, I'll definitely look at him a little bit later. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing in the dirt. Did not go, so he stays alive, 2-2. Going to show the side angle here, and ooh, that was close. Didn't look like he went, but it was close. Let's go Bucks chance happening in Pittsburgh. 2-2 counts. Again, runner on first, nobody out as Palante sets and delivers. Ground ball to second. There's one, and he's safe. Reynolds running it out. So the only harm that is done is that there's an out, but he did run out the very likely double play. And looks like they're going to challenge, so that might be a double play. It was close. Ooh. I'd like to see another play there. Man, that is close. Regardless, Nick Gonzalez will be due up. It's going to be very close. I think he may be out, though. It's looking like he will be. Gonzalez is batting .295, OPS of .814, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. Looks like Reynolds is already heading to the Pirates dugout, so he believes he's out. Taking a little bit of a time here, though. I don't know why. All right, here's the call. After review, the call on the field is overturned. He is out. So, no, he does indeed ground into a double play, but he already knew it as he's already in the dugout. As, again, Nick Gonzalez will take the plate, or step up to the plate, batting .295, OPS of .814, 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Palante only at 46 pitches. Looks like he may be going for a while. As Palante delivers. That's way in the dirt. That landed in the grass. Ball one. Why is Texas so hot? Well, unfortunately, we are in the South. 1-0 count. As here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back, so 1-1 is the count now for Gonzalez. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. 0-0 is your score. If you wanted runs in this one, well, unfortunately, I have bad news for you. As of now, we got none. as here is the 1-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. One and two, Palante. Wind up and the pitch. That is way outside. In fact, that goes to the backstop. 2-2. More updates on the poll. 67% of you think the Pirates will be winning Game 2. The Cardinals fans or Pirates, possible realist here. 33% think the Cardinals will win Game 2. As here's the 2-2. That is in the dirt, ball 3. Three and two. I need Mr. Freeze to cool off my house. That is unfortunate. Same here, honestly. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Oh, what a play by Wynn. Throws to first and gets him. Nice throw. Nice play by Wynn. As we head to the top of the fifth, your score 0-0. These teams are tied. Here is a scoreboard update brought to you by Draven87. I'm just going to call you Draven, actually. I'm sorry. Let's see. Earlier today, the Blue Jays defeated the Yankees 12-5. In the bottom of the sixth, the Marlins are up 1-0 over the Twins. In the bottom of the third, the Rays lead the A's 2-0. In the top of the third, the Red Sox are leading the Reds 2-1. Bottom of the second, the Angels and the Braves are tied at 0 apiece. And the rest of the games are either postponed or not yet playing. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Been doing this since opening day. And, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Let's see here, 4, 8, 12... 16. Yeah, last 2 weeks I've done 16 live streams. Tonight will be number 17, as right after this game I'll be doing Giants and Diamondbacks. Maybe there's a little bit of a break for me, hopefully, but if there's not, well, I already agreed to do it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, of course, again, baseball, do a lot of baseball, bounce around. It is mostly Pirates, but it is not all Pirates. As the Cardinals, I have done you guys. This is your 8th game of the year. You guys are 5-2 when I call your games. Pirates fans, Pirates are 14-16 when I call Pirates games. And of course, football will be right around the corner. So hopefully, if you like football, you'll be here for that. If not, that's okay. Hopefully, you like it though, and you hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you very much for even just watching. All right, Victor Scott is going to be at the plate here to lead off the top of the fifth. He's batting .248, OPS of .673, 4 home runs and 28 RBIs. Typical Paul Skenes run support. We are seeing that. That is correct, as that's going to be a swing and a miss in the dirt, ball 1, breaking ball. 0-1 count here for Scott. Couldn't get the words out of my mouth. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be chopped foul. 0-2 count to Scott. Skenes would need a quick inning. I mean, he's at 77 pitches, averaging, of course, around 19 pitches an inning. As here's the pitch. That's going to be just upstairs, ball 1. Quick inning here to have a chance to finish the 6th. He might pitch a little bit. I don't think he'd pitch much. 1-2 as Skenes delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. Doctor, your friend said this Optic team is better than the Dynasty. That is, wow. Your friend says a lot of interesting things. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Victor Scott. And that will bring up Brendan Donovan. Donovan batting .296, OPS of .791, 6 home runs and 31 RBIs. Of course, you may have noticed last night, if you were here last night, And, of course, tonight, hey, I got this scoreboard up so you can look at what's happening across the nation, as that's going to be inside ball one. Donovan's 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the third. 1-0 to Donovan. Skenes delivers. That's going to be on the inside corner for a called strike. Again, Skenes at 82 pitches. He's going to have to make it really quick to have a chance to possibly finish the sixth. I don't know if that happens. Here's the 1-1. Donovan hits this to center. Cruz makes the catch for out number 2. All right, that'll bring up Mason Wynn, batting .265, OPS of .725, 7 home runs, and 30 RBIs on the season. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Of course, they're showing the Pirates' defense tonight, playing fantastic. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa with a heads-up double play to get Paul Skenes out of the third. Tommy Pham with a great throw from left to get Paul Skenes out of the fourth, as that's going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner. And the Cardinals really have brought their A game to the plate, but again, Paul Skenes able to get some pitches, and of course the defense doing great, as that's going to be on the outside corner, but ball one. I don't know where that missed. So 1-1 count, I guess, as Skenes delivers the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 as Wynn fell down. Oh, my goodness. Breaking ball had Wynn confused as he literally fell down. That was a disgusting pitch. 1-2 count. Skenes at 86 pitches. Hines Ward, shout out Hines Ward, as Skenes delivers upstairs. Ball 2. Two and 2 count. Skenes delivers the 2-2. That's going to be popped up. Horwitz in foul territory makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 5th, where the score is 0-0. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Vamos Pirates. Yes, vamos. Vamos Pirates. Again, been doing games since opening day, since those Marlins Pirates games and opening day. That was very depressing. But I've been here. I've been still doing. Of course, I bounced around Major League Baseball, so it is not, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not just a Pirates channel, but it is mostly a Pirates channel, so hopefully that's good enough to win you guys over. Of course, it will be a Steelers channel once the Steelers play, so if you're a Steelers fan, definitely like and subscribe. And, of course, I'll be doing as many Pitt Panthers games as I can watch. It's really going to depend if they're on TV, which I'm getting ESPN Plus. So I really should be able to catch all 12 games. And, if they somehow make a conference championship, then it'll be 13, as I'll do the ACC championship for sure, if that were the case. But anyway, that's very far into the future. But yeah, I'll be doing football games. You guys will be voting on games that I do. It's not just Steelers on Sundays. It'll be another game, just another game that you guys will vote for. That poll, of course, will go up, I guess, probably September 1st. I don't know. And you guys will be voting on that afternoon window. So after that Steelers game, I'll be calling whatever wins. So hopefully that sounds good to you. Same thing with college. It's not just a Pitt Panthers channel. I'll be doing plenty of other college games. You probably saw Iowa State and Kansas State, which I'm kind of blocking. But yeah, you guys will be voting on games right there. So, I'll be calling that game at 11. That's the Ireland game. You guys will vote for that later window. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. And I guess they added Idaho State and UNLV. I really hope that one doesn't win personally. Any of the other games sound very much appealing. But it is what it is. You guys vote for it. I guess I will call it. But I really hope you guys don't. Don't be a troll. Don't be a bum. But it is what it is. If you vote for it, I'll call it as. Cruz is going to be at the plate as he takes ball 1. He is batting .211, OPS of .743, 15 home runs, 35 RBIs. As Palante delivers, that's going to be low, ball 2. So very quickly, 2-0 to Cruz, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Palante only at 54 pitches. Just, again, he's been very efficient. Palante delivers the 2-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Two-one count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 3. Pitching around Cruz here. I think they're saying Paul Skenes may be done. I'm not too sure. As here is the 3-1. That's going to be hit to right, but it's right to the right fielder, Hampson, who makes the catch out number 1. That was a rocket, but unfortunately it was right at him. An atom ball. As that'll bring up Brian Hayes, batting .245, OPS of .599, 2 home runs and 29 RBIs. Hayes is 0 for 1 on the night, as are many Pirates. As Palante delivers, that's going to be outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count for Brian Hayes as Palante delivers. Hayes hits this to left, and Nootbaar is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. All right, that'll bring up Tommy Pham. He's batting .229, OPS of .598. 2 home runs and 20 RBIs on the year. He's 0 for 1. If you're just tuning in, scoreboard says 0-0. Hopefully, if you're able to look at the screen, there you go. If not, it is 0-0. I got you covered on the play-by-play if you're doing other things. As here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. Ball 1. Caleb Ferguson is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Looks like we'll see him in the 6th. One-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. Two-0 count. As Palante sets and delivers. Pham hits this to center, and Scott makes a diving catch. What a play by Victor Scott to get the 3rd out. That was a fantastic play by Victor Scott. So we head to the top of the 6th where the score is still 0-0. Here are the scores from around Major League Baseball. The Blue Jays defeat the Yankees earlier today, 12-5. They're now just 1 game back of the Yankees. Postponed games also around today's game. Looks like that's happening in the Northeast there. Let's see. Marlins, they're leading the Twins 1-0 in the top of the 7th. 2-2 is the score in Tampa Bay as they host the A's in the 4th inning. 2-2 there. Red Sox are on a delay against the Reds. They are up 2-1. And zeros across the board in Atlanta as they're hosting the Angels, as well as Chicago hosting the Cleveland Indians, 0-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. You can gently press that button there. That'd be awesome. If not, that's okay, I guess. But hey, thank you for just watching. Of course, I've been doing baseball games for a while. This is my, I guess it's like 60-something. I don't know the exact number, but yeah, hopefully you like what you see, and you definitely like and subscribe. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow for that live stream. Again, Cardinals Pirates game 3. Will it be a game, a series decider? Will it be the Pirates going for the sweep? Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow, or at least at the end of tonight. As again, it's still 0-0, anybody's game. So we shall see. Again, thank you guys for choosing me as your broadcaster for tonight's game. Burleson is going to be the plate, but actually before that, again, we have a new pitcher, Caleb Ferguson. I'll show you his stats. He is 2-0 on the year, 2.75 ERA, whip of a 1.03. He's been pretty good the last 15 games, 0.56 ERA. Hopefully he can hold that up. That'd be good. But here's Burleson, batting .291, OPS of .786, 10 home runs and 37 RBIs. As Ferguson faces Burleson, who's 0 for 2 on the night. Here's the pitch. That is going to be outside, ball 1. 1-0 count to Burleson. Here in the top of the 6th, it is 0-0. Burleson takes strike 2. Oh, strike 1. Pardon me. 1-1 count. Going through the motions. My bad. 1-1 count for Burleson. He's 0 for 2. That's what I meant. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Gonzalez throws to first for out number 1. So down goes Burleson. And that'll bring up Hampson. He's replacing Contreras, who did have to exit the game apparently. He's batting .169, OPS of .476. No homers and 1 RBI on the season. He's playing it right, so I imagine they move someone else to first, as that's going to be a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. They're showing that replay of Contreras just getting hit on a fastball in the hand. Oh, that was just, you hate to see that. Again, they were showing, like he showed the angle of his hand still shaking. Oh, man. 0-2 count to Hampson. Ferguson delivers. Called strike 3. Hampson disagrees with the call and has a little word with the umpire. Hampson, I don't know what was wrong there. That was clearly in the strike zone. There was no, not even on the, I don't know, that wasn't even questionable. I don't understand there. Let's see. That'll bring up Nolan Gorman, batting .224 on the year. OPS of .717, 7 home runs and 25 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a chopper to second. Gonzalez throws to first for out number 3. So nice job there by Caleb Ferguson as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score is 0-0. Once again, folks, thank you for listening tonight. Appreciate you guys. If you aren't subscribed already, definitely like and subscribe. Hopefully I've been somewhat entertaining for you tonight. Doesn't cost you a dime if you worry, well, I don't want to pay you anything. Well, that's okay. You don't have to. It is free. It will not cost you a dime. Of course, tonight I'll be doing a double header. So after this game, hopefully there's a little bit of a break, but if there's not, it is what it is. Giants, Diamondbacks. That one will be there. So if you're just a baseball fan in general, feel free to check that out. If not, that's okay. We'll get it. I'm sure we'll get plenty of Giants and Diamondbacks fans in here and watch that game together. Well, they have to watch me watch the game while I call the game. Due up for the Pirates whenever we return here to the bottom of the 6th. Henry Davis will be at the plate. Again, like many Pirates, he is 0 for 1, or 0 for 2, actually, because most of the players have already batted through twice. In fact, well, it's the 6th inning. That should be a given there. McCutcheon is the only one with a hit tonight. Yeah, I have no idea what else to sell you. Nothing else. I'm not selling nothing, but that's pretty much it. Daniel, how's it going? Go Pirates, yo, yeah. How's it going? Pirates again tied 0-0. Nothing really doing in this one. Keeping it close, though. It's all the Pirates can do. But, of course, again, thank you, Daniel, for stopping by. Definitely appreciate you, man. Ramsey will do good for Pittsburgh. Yeah, we'll see. You know, that's going to be a little tapper here to Palante. He's going to toss it to first for out number 1. Yeah, I'm very hopeful for that trade. You know, that trade happened yesterday. Fitzpatrick going back to Miami as Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is at the plate. He's batting .275, OPS of .662, 1 home run and 20 RBIs. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really understand why we need another tight end. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully, I don't know. I'd like to add another receiver. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike 1 to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Bottom of the 6th, 0-0, 1 out, 0-1 count. I don't know. Hopefully it works out. I like our corners now. As here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. But I don't know. I'd feel very confident if we added another receiver. That's really where we need the help at. As Palante delivers the 0-2. That's outside, ball 1. I don't know. I mean, now we have a hole at safety. I thought Beanie Bishop would be our slot, but now it looks like Slay is going to be in the slot. So I don't know. Just, again, this whole thing with that. 1-2 as Palante delivers. That's in the dirt, ball 2. And we just paid Freiermuth, literally, I think it was last offseason. So now it's like, well, we paid Freiermuth to be our tight end. But now we're bringing in another tight end. So we're moving Freiermuth to receiver, which that would be, obviously, you can't do that. He'd be a tight end, but, like, going to put him out more wide. But, yeah, we need more speed, so I don't know. 2-2, here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 3. So I'm going to try to be as optimistic as possible on the trade, but we'll see. If it leads us to our first playoff win in 8-9 years, I think I will call it a win. As Palante delivers the 3-2, that's going to be chopped off the catcher. Oh, the catcher is down. Pages went immediately down. Now his mask is off. He is down. Looks like he's in serious pain. Now the trainer here for the Cardinals is going to come out and visit him. 3-2 count. A little bit of an injury delay here. Not really showing the replay yet. Hit him on the inside thigh. The inner thigh. I don't know. That's where he's just kind of holding there. They didn't actually show the replay. Yeah, if you're just joining in, it was just a foul tip that clearly did not hit a great area, probably an unpadded area. It is 0-0 in Pittsburgh here in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like Pages is going to try to keep going. Gets a little bit of a standing ovation here. Umpire will head back there as we're going to resume play. 3-2 count to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Palante sets and delivers. Chopper to third. Throws to first and gets him by a step for out number 2. Pirates just unable to really get anything going tonight. As that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz. He's batting .254, OPS of .696, 2 home runs, and 14 RBIs. Had a home run in last night's game. Led off the game with that, actually, in the bottom of the first. Led off the bottom of the first, more accurately. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Horwitz is 0 for 2 tonight. But again, most of the Pirates are. McCutcheon's the only one with a hit for the Pirates. Palante delivers the 1-0. That's going to be chopped off his foot. So 1-1 count. Ooh, actually, it was more off his thigh. Not even close to his foot. What am I looking at? A little bit of a brief timeout here as Horwitz is finally stepping back into the box again. He just fouled it off his thigh. 1-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-0 is your score. Pittsburgh on a 4-game winning streak. That is on the line tonight as Palante delivers the 1-1. That's going to be low for strike 2. And I'm not trying to be biased here. If there's any Cardinals fans here, I'm not, calling anything out here. Not like using it as an excuse because it doesn't really matter. The Pirates are done. They're 36-50 or 35-50. As here's the 1-2. That's outside ball 2. But a lot of these close pitches have just went against the Pirates tonight. I'm just being honest. That's how it's looking like. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. As Palante delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nothing doing for the Pirates. Once again, as we head to the top of the 7th, the Cardinals and the Pirates are tied at 0 apiece. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Again, it was just a few months ago where I was at 30 subscribers. You can see now I'm at 276. So, again, thank you very much as I did go up 1 tonight. Again, thank you for that. It really does help me out so much. You really have no idea. And, of course, those are your scores from around Major League Baseball. Doctor, do you use revamp passing? I think so. I can't remember. One of these live streams, I'll just have to check. That's what I'll have to do. We'll find out together. But not tonight, though, as again, right after this game, I pretty much have to sprint on over to Arizona. And I don't know if this goes to extras, then I'll be definitely late for that Arizona and San Francisco game. Do you have a poll going on? I haven't checked that in a while. The Pirates, 65% of you guys think the Pirates are winning tonight's game. The Cardinals fans or Pirates realist at 35%. So feel free to check out that poll. Let your voice be known. It doesn't cost you anything. Of course, it doesn't cost you to hit that like or subscribe as well. It is a free channel. Don't have to pay for nothing. Of course, you're looking around Major League Baseball. Looks like there really hasn't been a lot of scoring today. In the bottom of the 7th, the Marlins leading the Twins 1-0. Zeros across the board in many other games. 2-2 is the score in Tampa Bay with the A's and Rays, and 2-1 is the score in Boston as they are hosting the Reds. That is also in a delay. Zeros in Atlanta, zeros in Chicago, zeros in Texas. Are you the flash all the way to Yeah, all the way. I got to head all the way there to Arizona to call that game. All right, Jose Fermin entered today with a 1,000 batting average. It's fallen to 600. That's still amazing, but again, only 5 at-bats on the year. OPS of 1,200, no home runs, no RBIs. Again, he's 0 for 2 on the day as Ferguson is still in there for the 7th inning as he delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-0 is your score here in Pittsburgh. It's definitely a pitcher's duel and a really good defense by both teams. Pittsburgh, really good defense, helping Skenes out, believe it or not. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a ground ball foul. Oh, 0-2 count to Jose Fermin. Showing Andrew Heaney had a really good performance yesterday. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be inside ball one again. Over-exaggerating. He did that earlier. Pitch that just missed on the inside corner, but he's fallen over pretty much trying to get the call there. 1-2. It's Ferguson. Delivers. That's going to be low in the dirt. Ball 2. Two and two, Ferguson sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. 2 and 2 as Ferguson rocks and sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to shallow left. IKF. Oh, it's actually Gonzalez who had to make the play. Throws it into second, and Horwitz can't field it correctly as Fermin is on at second. Interesting. Again, that was in shallow left. IKF kind of had it, but Gonzalez was the one that fielded it. Maybe he had the better run. I don't know. He couldn't quite make the catch there, so I don't know if that'll be an error or a hit. Yeah, it's going to be a double, so no error there. That'll bring up Lars Nootbaar with potentially the first run of the game on at second. Nootbaar batting .227, OPS of .715, 11 home runs, and 35 RBIs. So the Cardinals are threatening. As Ferguson looks back at Fermin and delivers, that's going to be taken for a called strike 95 on the inside corner. Live, well, how's it going? Still a scoreless game. I figured the Pirates had the hot bats. So they did. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. But, well, they are the Pirates. I think that needs to be factored into the equation. But, hey, you know, it was fun while it lasted. Of course, again, you never know how this could end. As here is the 1-1. That's going to be chopped foul. 1 and 2. Again, runner on second. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th as the Cardinals are threatening. One and 2. Ferguson looking back at Fermin. Still looking at him. Looks back again and delivers. Ground ball up the middle. IKF throws to first for out number 1. Thought about going to third, but not quite the case there. So Nootbaar moves the runner 90 feet as he's just 90 feet away from scoring. And I don't know if Pages is going to be at the plate or not. I don't know. They're taking their time here. If it is Pages, he's batting .220, OPS of .629, 6 home runs, and 24 RBIs. It is Pages. He's 1 for 2. His single to left was the throwout Pham had at the plate. Very nice play by Pham. As again, there's a little bit of a delay here. I don't really understand what's going on. So just showing Pham out there and left. So runner on third, 1 out. As Ferguson's getting on the mound, so I'm assuming we're going to resume play here. As the infield is in. Ferguson sets and fires. Checked his swing. He did not go. Ball 1. Wouldn't be the worst thing to walk Pages, but again, Victor Scott is such a hard out, so maybe it would be not exactly ideal. As here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Pages wanted to argue, but then was like, no. Pages, again, kind of a hothead as he's argued multiple times with umpires in this series. 1-1 count. Ferguson is, they're going to actually ask for time here. Pages, I think, stepped off. I don't know. Again, they just kind of cut away to random camera shots, and I don't know what's happening. 1-1 count. Ferguson sets. And he fires. That's going to be hit foul. One and 2 here for Pages. Runner on third. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. It's 0-0. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 2. Big at bat in this one. Next run could be the game winner. Ferguson delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the breaking ball. That wasn't in the strike zone at all. That was outside. He strikes that. Mike strikes out Pajes. So that'll bring up Victor Scott. He is batting .247, OPS of .671, 4 home runs, and 28 RBIs. Ferguson sets and delivers. Checked his swing. He did not go. Looks like Isaac Metzen is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Ferguson sets. Lefty on lefty matchup. He delivers. Almost hits him. Gets out of the way. Ball 2. Wow. Two and 0 count. Ferguson sets and delivers. That's going to be hit up the middle. Throws to first and gets him by a step, a half a step. As Ferguson's pretty happy about that, we head to the bottom of the 7th. Your score is 0-0. Again, really good defense there by the Pirates. Once again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Every like and subscriber I get definitely helps the channel out a lot. I really do appreciate it. That's pretty much it. I can only really repeat myself so many times before it gets somewhat old, I can imagine. Of course, here are your scores from around Major League Baseball. The Marlins leading the Twins 1-0 in the top of the 8th. In the bottom of the 5th, the A's and Rays are tied at 2 apiece. Let's see here. The Angels and Braves are tied 0-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Looks like they're still delayed in Boston. It is 2-1 there, as they're leading the Reds. Indians and Cubs are tied at 0 apiece in the bottom of the 2nd. Orioles and Rangers tied at 0 apiece as well as they head to the bottom of the 2nd. And it looks like the Astros and Rockies are just a few minutes away from getting started there. Of course, the Blue Jays did defeat the Yankees 12-5 earlier. Very high-scoring game in that one. Of course, I'll be covering in about an hour or so Diamondbacks and Giants. Hopefully, this one ends pretty soon. Hopefully, there's no extras. I don't really care if it ends soon. I just, extras, yeah. That way I can get some rest. But if not, that's okay. And I signed up for it back to back. But I'll be doing it for football season. So I'm kind of getting that voice ready for that. So if you're a football fan, haven't already subscribed, definitely like and subscribe. Plenty of football coming up on this channel. Starting with that Hall of Fame game. I'm already ready to go on July 31st. As Andrew McCutchen will be leading off here in the bottom of the 7th. He's the only Pirate with a hit today. He's batting .270, OPS of .761. 8 home runs, 31 RBIs, as here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. Palante at 76 pitches. Yes, he is still in. Very efficient. Palante delivers, and that's going to be fouled back. One and 1 count to Andrew McCutchen as Palante delivers the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. He actually also walked earlier as well, so he's the only guy that's got on base, period, for the Pirates. Palante sets and delivers. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 3. So 3-1 to McCutchen. As Palante delivers the 3-1. That's going to be another walk. McCutchen just can't get out tonight. 2 walks and I believe that was a single. No, it was a double. Yeah, it was a double, right? Pretty sure it was a double. Actually, I don't recall. I don't know. It is what it is. As that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds is at the plate. He's batting .241, OPS of .705, 10 home runs, and 45 RBIs for Brian Reynolds. As Palante delivers, and that is in there for a called strike. So 0-1 count to Reynolds. Again, runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. It's getting late in this one. No one scored, so the next run could be the game winner. As Palante delivers, that is also in there for a called strike. Reynolds 0 for 2. He's grounded out and hit into grounded into a double play. Pardon me. Sorry about that. 0-2. Palante looking over repeatedly at McCutchen. McCutchen extending his lead over there. As here's the 0-2. Ground ball just foul. That would have been beautiful as there's no one over there on the left side of that infield. Palante at 83 pitches. He walked McCutchen, but 0-2, ahead 0-2 on Reynolds, as Pajes is going to ask for time, actually, the catcher. Oh and 2. Palante looking over at McCutchen. And delivers. Reynolds hits this down the right field. Oh, it's just foul. Oh, man. Just got slightly ahead of that one. So the count is still 0-2. As the ball boy flat out missed it out there and right. That is unfortunate. All right, 0-2. Once again to Reynolds. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. It is 0-0 as Palante sets and delivers. Checked his swing. Did not go. That one was on the inside corner. I think we got a call for a change tonight. That one was very close. 1-2. Palante looks over at McCutchen. And delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Palante only has 3 strikeouts, but again, he's just been very efficient. So just getting, pitch to contact, the old Pirates philosophy. Nick Gonzalez batting .292, OPS of .806. Why does that ad want to keep popping up? I don't know. 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. Is that going away anytime soon? Probably not. That's going to be outside ball 1. I don't know. Sorry, guys. 1-0 as Palante sets and delivers. Gonzalez ground ball to third. There's one. And, well, Gonzalez beats out the second throw there, but there is an out recorded as there's now 2 outs. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. He's batting .210, OPS of .741, 15 home runs, and 35 RBIs. Looks like the Cardinals are starting to warm up somebody in the bullpen. Again, Palante's been fantastic tonight. as Palante sets and fires. That's inside for ball one. 95 on the gun. Cruz is a guy that could change the game in many ways, positive and negative. We're pulling for a positive one here. 1-0 count. Palante delivers. That's going to be low for ball two. Two-0 count. Palante looks over at McCutchen as he delivers. That's going to be taken for a called strike. I do have a poll down in the comments. If you haven't voted already, feel free to do so. Who's winning game 2 of the series? It still holds up here in the 7th. 0-0 is your score. 64% of you think the Pirates are going to win. 36% of you think the Cardinals are going to win. As here is the 2-1. That's going to be, oh my goodness, that is outside and low for a strike 2. And yeah, Kelly is furious. And I don't blame him. Again, as I said earlier, we got to call for a change. Well, that's been the type of stuff that's been happening all night. Not saying it's going to really impact the game. I mean, it kind of does, but it's just, again, the Pirates haven't hit well, but that is just very disappointing. That one was just flat out not even close as Palante sets for the 2-2 and delivers. That's low for ball 3. In the dirt. Palante at 93 pitches. Again, probably his last inning. He's been very good. Palante sets and fires. Chopper up the middle. Throws and gets him by a step for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Pirates as Palante pitches 7 scoreless, probably not coming out for the 8th. It is still 0-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Again, like and subscriber helps out the channel a lot. I really do appreciate you guys. Again, been doing this since opening day. So hopefully that sounds good to you. If you like baseball, this is a good channel for you. Of course, if you like football, well, I love football. Football is kind of what I do. But yeah, I'll be doing football, plenty of it, once football is here. Preseason, of course, NFL Week 1, college football. I'm a Steelers fan. I'll be doing every Steelers game. But if you're not a Steelers fan, well, I got good news for you. I'm doing at least 2 games on Sundays. And you guys will be voting for that second game. An example, of course, again, the Steelers playing the Jets in Week 1, the early window. You guys will be voting on that second window in the afternoon. Tennessee, Denver, San Francisco, and Seattle. Detroit and Green Bay, Houston, and Los Angeles. You guys will make the call on what I call. Same thing with college football. I will be, again, calling mostly Pitt Panthers games. But again, that one on Saturdays, I could potentially do up to 4 games, at least 2, up to 4. You guys will vote on one. For Week 0, for example, I'll be doing Iowa State and Kansas State later that evening. You guys will have already, again, completed your vote. I'll have that poll up probably a week prior. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii, and I guess Idaho State and UNLV. I hope that's not picked, but it is what it is. You know, if you pick it, I'll do it. Good evening, doctor and colleagues. Looks like a splendid game to tune in for. Yeah, 0-0. Not much action in this one. It's been pretty good pitching and defense. Pirates defense has actually played very well tonight. Looks like we do have a pitching change for the Pirates. But yeah, if that football stuff sounds good, by the way, definitely like and subscribe. Isaac Matson is going to be pitching here. 1-0 record, 1.84 ERA, whip of a .61. Very, very good. As Donovan's going to be at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be taken for a called strike. Donovan batting .295, OPS of .788, 6 home runs, and 31 RBI. Sorry if that hurt your ears. My bad. Could not read. As here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Donovan is 1 for 3 on the night. 1-1 count. Matson fires. That's going to be foul. Cardinals in, of course, their traditional gray away jerseys. The Pirates in their away black jerseys. I'll never understand it. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball 2. Yes, the Pirates are indeed the home team, and yet they're wearing an away jersey. They just apparently don't like this one that I personally love, but it is what it is. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 3. And the next run is looking like it'll be the game winner. 0-0 is the score in the top of the 8th. Cardinals, Pirates. Matson delivers. That is outside ball 4. He walks Donovan. That'll bring up Mason Wynn, batting .264, OPS of .722, 7 home runs, and 30 RBIs. What in the world am I looking at? All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Win. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. It is 0-0. As Matson delivers, that's going to be low for a ball. Are the starting hurlers still in? They are not. Skenes pitched 5 complete. Palante, he very efficient. He, I believe, will not be pitching in the 8th. He just finished the bottom of the 7th. Very unlikely he sees the 8th inning. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be cut on and foul. Yes, Skenes was already, I think he finished with 88 pitches through 5. And Palante had like 96 through 7. Pirates defense really actually helped Skenes out a lot tonight. Very good plays to keep the Cardinals off the board. As here's the 1-2, and that's going to be hit foul. So once again, 1-2 to Win. One and two count. As here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul off his foot. So 1-2. Nobody out. So the game is kind of slowing down a little bit here in the later parts of this one. It was speeding up. Now it's kind of slowing down. Everyone's just kind of slowing down here, moving a little bit slower, lethargic. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit once again foul as Wynn is just battling and battling and battling. That will become another souvenir. 1-2. Matson sets and delivers. And this one is popped up. Looks like either Hayes or IKF is under it. And it'll be Hayes who makes the catch for out number 1. So down goes Wynn. That'll bring up Burleson. Alec Burleson, he's batting .290, OPS of .783, 10 home runs and 37 RBIs. I don't understand. Did Skenes come out after 5 scoreless? Yes. Yes. He was at 88, and it really wasn't smooth. As here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Skenes, I don't know. Maybe the statistics would kind of help. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. He only allowed 5 hits and a walk, but again, it was just a lot of at bats where, the Cardinals were just kind of eating that pitch count. They were taking him very serious and doing very well. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. And like I mentioned, it could have easily been 2-0, possibly 3-0. But again, the Pirates defense has actually played very well tonight. Pham threw out a runner at the plate. IKF with the heads-up double play. So, I mean, you never really know how that could have went had those plays not went in the Pirates' favor. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be fouled back. And looks like Burleson was swinging at his eyes. They're able to make some contact. 0-2. As Matson delivers, that's going to be hit to left, and Pham makes the running catch for out number 2. A nice play by Pham. Gets the second out. In fact, Cruz was booking it. His hat fell off. That'll bring up Garrett Hampson. He's batting 167, OPS of 469. No homers and 1 RBI on the season. Only has 60 at-bats. Burleson's yelling at himself. Jeez. Very good by the color guy there. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for ball 1 on the outside corner. If that were a Pirate, though, I guarantee you that would have been a called strike. Walkie's Astros started the score yet made. Brandon, I have no idea what you're saying there. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs ball to Rockies. I'm assuming it's Rockies. 2-0 count here for Hampson. Hampson went ballistic on a strike 3 call in the 6th, even though that was well in the zone. Here's the 2-0. Hampson hits this to left, and that one is foul. He definitely gave that a very good ride. You can say he's due for a home run. Again, no homers on the season for Hampson. 2-1 count. Runner on first, 2 outs. Matson delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Out in front of the breaking ball there. 86 mile per hour breaking ball. I couldn't tell if that was a slider or a curveball. They all look the same nowadays. 2-2. Matson sets. Looks over at first and delivers. That's going to be outside, ball 3. That one was well low. Count is full. Matson sets and delivers. That's going to be upstairs, ball 4. So he walks Hampson. That'll bring up Gorman. Gorman is 1 for 3 on the night, batting .222, OPS of 714, 7 home runs and 25 RBIs. Looks like Davis is going to have a little chat with Matson. Matson's been fantastic this year. His whip was, I believe, a .62 entering this game, though, with 2 walks here in the 8th. Puts the Cardinals in a good position. But again, there's 2 outs. Sorry, I want to try it again. Go on top of the first. Sorry, still no. Oh, you're good. You're good. I wasn't too sure what was happening there. You're good, Brandon. Again, thank you for, even the comments. It's awesome. Again, appreciate you. Feel free to voice whatever you'd like to. As here's the pitch. Checked his swing, and he did not go. Looked good from, of course, the pitching camera. I'd like to see the side view. As here we go. And, yeah, I would say he went. But the umpire disagreed at third. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Nice snag by Davis. So 2-0 count here to Gorman. Having some trouble locating the strike zone here. Both runners getting on via the walk. Matson sets on the 2-0. Looks back at second and delivers. That's going to be hit to right center. Cruz on the run and makes the catch for out number 3. Oh, man, that one was a little scary. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, the score is 0-0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Been doing this since opening day, and I have no plans to stop. In fact, I'm doing another game tonight, Diamondbacks and Giants. Obviously, if you're a fan of the Pirates Cardinals, you don't have to, go to that one. But again, just calling another game. As of course, I've been bouncing around Major League Baseball. I can show you a lot of Giants. Haven't done a Diamondbacks game in a while, but I do a lot of Diamondbacks. The NL West, I have a lot of NL West subscribers, so that is kind of why I do a lot of NL West. Pirates are 14-16 when I call a game for them. For my Pirates, and the Cardinals are 5-2 when I call a game for you guys, for the Cardinals fans. So definitely hit that subscribe button. I definitely do these teams a lot. Well, more so the Pirates, of course, than any other team, as you probably noticed those. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Actually, I'm not technically. I work. I have to go in for an hour, just 1 hour tomorrow in the morning. But I'll be back for Pirates-Cardinals Game 3. Will it be the Pirates trying to get the sweep, or will it be a winner-take-the-series type of game? Well, we have yet to find out. 0-0 in this one. And, of course, if you're a football fan, definitely like and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys. Again, I'll be doing a lot of football. And it's not just Steelers, though. It's going to be every Steelers game. Every Steelers game. But there will be other football games as well on Sundays and such. And also Cardinals. College games. So, yeah, hopefully that sounds good to you, and you like and subscribe. All right, Ke'Bryan Hayes is coming to the plate to lead off in the bottom of the 8th. He is batting .244 on the year, OPS of .597, 2 home runs, and 29 RBIs. Pirates only with 1 hit. Cardinals with 6, yet the score is still 0-0. McCutchen also has 2 walks. He's the only guy for the Pirates to get on base in this one. He's all 3 of their base runners. As we have a new pitcher for the Cardinals, and I'll go over his stats, as that's going to be outside ball 1. This is Phil, I can't remember. Phil Maton or Phil Maton? I can't remember. Or Maton. I think it's Phil Maton. 1-0 count. As here's the pitch. Checked his swing. That's going to be a called strike again. That was pretty high. I wouldn't call that a strike under normal circumstances. Phil Maton, 1-2 record, 1.69 ERA, whip of a 1.13. And I do apologize if it sounds like I'm complaining, but it definitely feels one-sided as Hayes hits the second, and that's going to get past him for a base hit. I believe I don't know if that was Donovan at second, but he was sprinting as hard as he could. It was very lightly hit, but just past his outstretched glove there. So Hayes with the hit. Again, this is the first pitcher other than Palante, and there we go. First pitcher that's not Palante. We get a hit, as that's going to bring up Adam Frazier. He's pinch hitting for Tommy Pham. Batting .252, OPS of .649, 3 home runs, and 21 RBIs. Maton sets and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. A's got the leads over the Rays. You haven't done a scoring update. That's my bad. My bad. Of course, again, you can see some minor league games. Now I added the minor league games. Hopefully you guys like that. But yeah, I got, of course, MLB. NFL have all NFL scores whenever it's NFL weekend. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit, as that's going to be a ground rule double as it snuck in there on that right, stands over there. I can't really explain. If you know PNC Park, you know what I'm talking about on the right side there. So just like that, again, they take out Palante, who has just dominated the Pirates tonight, everyone except McCutchen. And the Pirates already with 2 hits and 2 runners in scoring position, as that's going to bring up Henry Davis. He's batting .204, OPS of .613, 4 home runs, and 11 RBIs. Infield is coming in, and the Pirates crowd is loud and rowdy. As Maton delivers, that's upstairs ball 1. Double nice, yes. Pirates scored 37 runs, only gave up 4 in the last. Yes, no, the Pirates have been playing very well. Tonight, though, Palante got the better of him, but they take out Palante, and first two batters get hits. Here's the 1-0. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike one. Again, runners on second and third. Nobody out. They're showing Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin up there, clapping for the Bucks. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and Scott makes the catch, but that should be good enough to score Hayes. Hayes is crossing home. The Pirates have taken the lead with a sacrifice fly from Henry Davis. It is now 1-0. There we go. That's what we needed. Just needed Palante out of here, because Palante, a heck of a performance. As that'll, the color guy here saying reach out and poked it. That's exactly what he did. Just reaching out, off balance there, getting air under it, giving it a good ride as Hayes was able to score there. That'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, batting .273, OPS of .660, 1 home run, 20 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Denny likes it. He likes it a lot. I like it too. 0-1 count. Maton sets. Oh, possible pickoff attempt, and Frazier is safe. That was a very deceptive move. Had everyone fooled, except for Frazier. Tremendous for the Red Hot Pirates. Yes, Bing. They are one of the best teams in baseball all of a sudden since Friday. Need IKF to come through. Would be nice. Ground ball to short. Oh, what a play by Wynn. Throws to first, and Burleson can't seem to make the pick. The throw would have got him. Wynn has played amazing at short tonight, and that was another great play. But Burleson can't seem to make the pick at first. So Frazier is on at third, and IKF was booking it. I'm telling you, Wynn has been fantastic at short tonight, and he deserved that one. As that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz, batting .252, OPS of .691, 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. Again, runners on first and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th as Maton sets and delivers. Checks his swing. Did not go. 1-0 count. That will definitely work. I believe that was had to be an error. There's no way. Oh, well, it wasn't. That's interesting. I feel like that was definitely doable for Burleson at first. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. Maton struggling here. Maton had been, again, really good this year. ERA of a 1.95 as the live ERA. Of course, that went up due to the run. 2-0 count. Maton delivers. That's taken right down the middle for a called strike. I'd like to see one insurance run. Would be really nice for the Pirates here to go up 2-0. In soccer, that is the worst lead to have. In baseball, probably not, though, as that's going to be outside. And he can't seem to locate the strike zone now. 3-1. Of course, I said that right after he just pitched it right down the middle. Ignore that previous statement. Terrible call. My bad. That's on me. 3-1 count. Maton looks over at third and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. A breaking ball in the dirt. He was way out in front. And it looks like a call for time here. Is IKF related to RFK? I don't believe so. That would be quite the surprise. That would be quite the surprise, Sean. Thank you for stopping by. Got some Giants for you after this one. Giants Diamondbacks. As Maton delivers, that's going to be popped up. This might stay in. Yep, that's going to be caught for out number 2. As Gorman had a hustle over there. It was popped up, but kind of blooped up there. So 2 outs. Again, Pirates still with runners on the corners. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks in this one. Batting .270. It's always nice to see that batting average climb up. OPS of .763, 8 home runs, and 31 RBIs. He's been perfect tonight. Can he continue that? Can he be clutch in some weather delay at Fenway? Yeah, I've been seeing it's been like that for a while. Maton delivers. That is going to be in there for strike one. 90-mile-per-hour fastball on the outside corner. Awesome, Doctor. Hopefully they can bust out and score more than 2 runs tonight. Giants been stinking up the joint. Well, we'll see. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. Of course, they're playing a Diamondbacks team that can beat anybody and lose to anybody. So, again, this will be a very interesting matchup, hopefully, tonight. 1-1 count. Maton sets and fires. That's going to be hit foul. Of course, if this game does go a little bit over, and we'll kind of see that, of course, for NFL season, it's bound to happen. I'll just, of course, keep it here, and then I'll just have to be joining in a little bit late to that one. That's just how it's going to be. Looking forward to football, though. Hopefully you guys are, too. To like and subscribe, we'll get you some football on this channel. 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 2. So 2-2 count, runners on the corners. 2 out. Pirates up 1-0 thanks to the Henry Davis sacrifice fly, bringing in Cabrian Hayes. Here's the 2-2. Chopper foul. Falefa was on the run there. Wonder if Nick will tune in so we can talk. I don't know if there'll be any smack talk. I don't think. Nick is pretty... He views them. He views the Diamondbacks like I view the Pirates, and you view the Giants like I view the Pirates. So I don't know if there'd be any smack talk. Smack talking your own team, probably. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a breaking ball way out of the zone. But the Pirates push across a run. Will it be enough? We head to the top of the 9th, where the Renegade will be looking to get the save. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Of course, I've been doing Pirates games for a while. This is my 31st Pirates game of the year. Of course, again, it's not every day I do Pirates games, but I'm doing every game this series, apparently. I don't know, really happy with what the Pirates are showing lately. So, going for their 5th win in a row. But, of course, I'm a Pirates fan, but I do, again, bounce around. MLB, so again, Cardinals fans, don't feel like I'm leaving you out. This is my 8th game I've done for the Cardinals, so hopefully that sounds good to you and you like and subscribe. This is I think my 67th or 68th game of the year. I don't remember, but it's one of those. Of course, you see some football games up here. Again, I'm going to be doing tons of football. I love football. Football is my #1 sport. I've loved it since I was like 4 years old, playing old NFL 2K games on the Sega Dreamcast. Literally love football. Love my Steelers. Of course, we'll be doing every Steelers game, but again, I'll be doing multiple NFL games every Sunday, and you guys will be voting on that other game. So if that sounds good to you, definitely like and subscribe. Of course, college football will be a major part of this channel as well. Probably going to end up doing more college games as well, because there's like games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, all that stuff. So yeah, we'll be doing a lot of college football. So hopefully that sounds good to you and you like and subscribe. And, of course, I'll be doing another game tonight. Do you intend to call Giants games? I can. I mean, it's going to be up to the subscribers, because I'm leaving that into y'all's hands, because I don't really want to pick on, like, the team. So, like, if they're playing, I know the Giants play a lot in the same window of the Steelers, so it's going to be kind of unfortunate. But if they're not, again, you'll be able to vote on, that Giants game if they're playing at 3 o'clock. I don't think the Steelers play a lot at 3. But, of course, if the Steelers play, on Monday or Thursday or they're off that week, then that's 2 windows you guys will vote on. So, yeah, no, the Giants would become available on that one. So, hopefully that sounds good to you, man. I know you're probably already subscribed, but hopefully that's what I can throw out there. As Bednar is in, that's going to be outside ball 1. Fermin is at the plate. He's 4 for 6 on the year, not in tonight's game. He's actually 1 for 3. Let me get you Bednar's stats. As here's the 1-0 showing bunt and then pulls back. I don't know. I like that. At least none of us are arrogant. We're all pretty realistic on our team. So I think you guys are a little too hard on your teams personally. All right, here are Bednar's stats. Is 1-1 count to Fermin. That's going to be fouled back. Bednar is 2-5 on the year, 2.83 ERA. Again, he has played very well since being sent down, in April. Whip of a 1.12, so he has returned to form. I already knocked on wood for you. That's going to be outside ball 2. 2-2 count for Fermin. Pirates up 1-0 in the top of the 9th. Bednar sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go out of play. So once again, 2-2. Two and two count to Jose Fermin. As Bednar sets and fires. Oh, almost hit him. Ball 3. Fermin actually had a duck out of the way that time, legit. If you've been paying attention, he's been over-exaggerating some inside pitches that were borderline. I guess getting the call there. 3-2. Bednar delivers. Inside ball 4. He walks Fermin. He was very happy with himself. I don't think I'm a fan of Jose Fermin. As that's going to bring up Lars Nootbaar. He's batting .226, OPS of .713, 11 home runs, and 35 RBIs. Is Jose Fermin related to former middle infielder Felix Fermin? Who is better? I'd have to check that out probably after this game, Sean. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. I guess that's not in there for ball 1. Again, I don't understand some of these decisions from the umpire tonight. Seems to be leaning in one way. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. Felix Fermin was rubbish. Well, Bing making his feelings known there as we're going to have a mound visit again. Bednar walked Fermin. And now Kelly's having a little word with the umpire about some of these calls. Again, as I mentioned before, and again, if you're a Cardinals fan, I know it sounds like I'm weeping and coping here. You might be right, but again, I'm just calling if it were the other way around, I'd be calling it out too. I mean, I'm very critical of the Pirates, very critical of my Steelers. So it's just the way it is. I mean, the umpires missed calls for the Pirates. Here's the 2-0. Checks his swing. That one's a strike. So 2-1. Better not cost him. It would be very unfortunate because I know if the Pirates were to lose a game like this, just history tells me they would go on like a 10-game losing streak. Maybe not that, but you know what I'm saying is that one's going to be hit to center. Cruz appears to be under it and makes the catch for out number 1 as he lets out a smile there. I don't know. Said he appeared to be under it. I don't know what he was really doing out there, but we're all good. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th, and that's going to bring up, I believe this is Pozo. Yohel Pozo, pinch hitting for Pajes. He's batting .307, OPS of .752, 2 home runs, and 9 RBIs on the year. Leadoff walks turned into runs more than half the time. I'll buy that. I'll buy that, John. All right, Pozo stepping up to the plate here, taking his time a little bit. You got that right about starting a slide if they lose. I mean, that's just how if they lose in such a, whether it's by an umpire, just dumb, they just start a slide. I don't know why. As Bednar delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Pozo. Runner on first, 1 out. Pirates leading 1-0. And Sean said something and then retracted it. What's going on? 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's fair. Down the left field line. Oh, and Canario slips. Fermin is going to be held up at third, thank goodness. Oh, man, I feel like he would have easily scored. Oh, my goodness. As now there's runners at second and third here in the top of the ninth with 1 out. That's going to bring up Victor Scott. Again, he's been a tough out. Batting .246, OPS of .669, 4 home runs, 28 RBIs, just inside that left field line. And then, of course, Canario slipping, and he really didn't sprint to the ball there. And I'm very surprised that third base coach kept him. As here's the pitch. Ground ball off his foot. Strike 1. Pozo the Clown. Yeah, no, he definitely came through there. Runners on second and third for the Cardinals. 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Pirates clinging to a 1-0 lead. Infield is in. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Ball 1. Apparently Scott has never faced David Bednar before. That should work in Bednar's favor. 1-1 count. Bednar sets and delivers. That's ball 2. Almost hit Scott. Do you walk the guy, load the bases, and hope for, I don't know. Maybe get him to pitch around there, which it seems maybe that's what's happening. I'm not too sure. Depends who's up next. I think it'd be Donovan. He's a pretty good hitter. Bednar definitely feeling the pressure. Can he overcome it, though? 2-1. Bednar sets and fires. Chopper to first. Throws home, and he is out at the plate. And Fermin is pointing to the dugout, though, to possibly challenge this. And looks like the Cardinals are going to challenge. Oh, this is tough. That was so close. And again, Fermin, I don't know if he was just, if they might just be challenging, just a challenge. Oh, this is so close. The chopper right to Horwitz, gathers it, throws it immediately to home. Throw definitely gets there, but will the tag beat him is the question. Oh, it's going to be so close. I mean, that's a terrible angle. I don't know why they're showing a camera shot from 100 yards away. Oh, I think he's out. I don't think he touched home plate. If he did, it was the back end, but I feel like the tag definitely, the hand kind of hovered home plate, and then he finally touches the back end. It is close. Fermin really didn't act like, he's been very confident tonight. Didn't seem very confident whenever I'm going to have to say he's out personally. If it is overturned, it's very close. Usually if it's close, as we've seen with already games that I've covered, they usually go with the call on the field. And of course, that's just kind of the status quo set by, football, NFL, whatever. I would be in shock and you might be clipping this moment if they overturn this, because that would be, I will go ballistic. There is no way. I'm thinking he's going to be out. Yeah, that tag is applied. He is out. It was close, but when you slow it down, frame by frame, he's out. This guy should have suicide squeezed. Probably. Danny, I know. I mean, that's kind of how I'm seeing it here. I can't believe it. We're just waiting on the call. Bednar's going to throw to Davis just to stay warm. If inconclusive, call on the field stance. Exactly. But again, I feel like when they started slowing it down there, you started seeing that his hand was kind of hovering over the plate. All right. Here we go. Maybe we don't. I thought we were ready for the call. And maybe we're not talking about it. All right, here we go. After review, the call on the field stands. He is out. St. Louis, for what it's worth here in the top of the ninth, loses their challenge. Fantastic play by Horwitz. Great tag by Davis. All right. Runners are still in the corners, of course. That's going to bring up Donovan. Brendan Donovan. Could be a hero potentially for the Cardinals. Batting .295, OPS of .790, 6 home runs, and 31 RBIs. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1. Sean likes it. I like it too. He's 1 for 3 with a walk tonight. He's gotten on half the time. 0-1. Bednar sets and fires. That's going to be hit, and that one is just foul. Almost a great play by the ball boy who made a jumping attempt but couldn't quite secure the catch. Denny, come on, Bednar. Yes, hopefully. 0-2. As Donovan asks for time, but the Pirates faithful, they have gotten on their feet. They are clapping, they are cheering, they are hollering. Here is the 0-2. Called strike 3. Oh, the Pirates kind of got a call there. It finally went the Pirates' way as they can raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates win 5 in a row to move up to 37-50 on the year. What a game. Oh my goodness. The Pirates coming up late in the bottom of the 8th. Henry Davis sacrifice fly. And Bednar, the Renegade, closing things down in the 9th to get the save. Oh man, what a game. What a fantastic game. Hopefully that sounded good to you. If you haven't already subscribed, definitely like and subscribe for more baseball content. I will actually be going live in about 20 minutes for another game. I'll post the link there just in case you want to go there. If not, that's okay. I mean, again, it's going to be for the Giants and Diamondbacks fans. But again, if you just want to hang out and just listen to another game, just listen to me as you fall asleep. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to go that far. But if you want to, that's fine with me. I mean, I listen to baseball games and stuff like that when I fall asleep. So, but anyway, we had them all the way. I wrote him down. I'm going to have to look at some of his calls. I'm not familiar with him, but thank you, Alan, for sharing that. Again, if you like what you saw or heard, definitely hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate you guys. It was fun. I'll be back tomorrow morning. If you're not coming with me to the Giants Diamondbacks, again, that's about 20 minutes from now. The link is there just in case you want to have it saved already. But I'm going to take like a 15-minute break, and then I'll be back on for Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. Again, Giants Diamondbacks. And again, feel free to like and subscribe for more Pirates. Again, I'll be back on tomorrow at around lunchtime for Game 3 where the Pirates are looking to sweep the Cardinals. Wow. I will see you guys then. You guys have a great night. And, of course, I'll see some of you guys maybe in about 15 minutes. Taking a break? Yes, I'm taking a break. Jesus is Lord. Yes, sir. I'll see you guys soon. Later. Y'all have a good night.